Hello everyone, welcome to Behind the Scenes at Lee County Floral. I am Victoria and we are a studio florist that's located in southeast Iowa. This is our first YouTube channel. We are new to YouTube. What is a studio florist may be your next question, and that's a good question. So it's not really your normal Main Street brick and mortar florist. I work out of a studio in my house, which is actually a sunroom, and that's where we're at right now. I don't have a gift shop area. I don't have set hours. Mainly, the majority of our business is through delivery or pickup, or I work with two other, one's a coffee shop, one's a bakery, and they sell our flowers out of their location. I am a flower farmer. However, the flowers are pretty much just consumed here for our own orders. We don't do agritourism or U-Picks. Typically, I don't hold very many classes here at my location either. Usually my classes are held at different businesses or community rooms or libraries, so it's more accessible for people. And my studio is kind of small too. So at one point in this video, you will see a tour of the studio. It is kind of set up as if you're walking into somebody's store, but that's just so that I can see what I have in stock. We don't keep a lot of overhead. We order our flowers in, we can order them in nearly daily, which is a fabulous thing because then we have super fresh flowers all the time. My videos will probably consist of me showing you how I do arrangements. They're not going to be really teaching episodes by any means, just kind of hang out with me episodes. You'll also see me prep for classes. We do senior crafternoons at local libraries, crafts and chats, and Color Me Crafty are the different names of the classes that we offer at local libraries and senior centers. What else can I tell you about me? So we started in 2021. Yes, during the pandemic is when we decided to take the leap, leave my corporate job. My husband had recently retired, and we had a huge need for floristry in our area. We're very rural Iowa, and basically other than a large grocery store chain, we had no more florists. The florist that we had had for, oh gosh, she was probably in business over 30 years, probably more than that. She closed down during the pandemic and didn't reopen. So we took the leap of faith and started our own floral business. We began out of our garage, which had heat and air conditioning, so we could work full-time in there. And when I say we, me and my husband, he's my assistant. So we started out of there and grew our business. We are now into year 5, and we have increased our flower farming area, but again, please don't think that I'm somebody who has these massive acres of flowers. I don't, and you will see a tour of the flowers in upcoming videos. It is a very tightly kept area of flowers, and we also have patches that are just part of our landscaping, however I cut from them. Let's see, what else can I tell you about Lee County Floral? So I will tell you, part of our mission when we decided to open a business was to make sure we gave back to our communities, and not only in donations for events or fundraisers that were going on, but also in a way where we helped nature. So we made the decision that we would do what we could to be pollinator protectors. And what that means is, here in southeast Iowa, we had noticed in the prior 5 years that the decline of bees and butterflies in our area, and we're on 5 acres surrounded by farm fields, we had realized there was a huge decline in bees and butterflies. And I'm sure you've heard about this on the news. It's something that we need to protect. So that was part of our mission. We would make sure to educate on what was going on with the pollinators, and that we would create, as part of our flower farm, we leave nearly a third of the flowers on the stems longer than they should be, just so that they're there to feed the pollinators. We also have created habitat plots where we just don't even pick the flowers from those areas. They're there, they're a good blooming flower that is made for pollinators, and we just kind of leave them untouched. So that's part of our goal. Part of our business as well is we have a publishing side. We have worked on children's books. Those aren't published yet, but they're in the works. We did publish an activity book that had word searches, mazes, coloring pages. Luckily, those have sold out of stock and we'll have to restock. At some point, we will have a merchandise page that you can come on and find these things, but it's not there for now. What else? Should get my cheat sheets here. So we do the arts and craft classes, like I said. Working on the children's books. Kind of lost my train of thought there. What else can I tell you about us? So I can tell you where Lee County Floral is located. We're in southeast Iowa, which is actually just about 20 miles from the border of Missouri and a little bit further to the border of Illinois. It's right down there in the little chin part of Iowa, if you look at the map. I have lived here my whole life, so is my husband. I am technically a 5th generation farmer since we do the flower farm, and my husband is a retired truck driver. So my background was insurance and marketing, and I left that to become a florist. It is the best job I have ever had, and I love it. And I just really hope that you guys will take some time to join me. I don't know if we're going to upload daily or if we're going to just do kind of a through the week recap, and that's what you see. We haven't really quite decided that yet. I will upload shorts daily though, just so you can kind of listen to the birds and the bees and nature. We do 30 seconds of solitude, or I'll just do something that I think you might enjoy. So check those out. Subscribe to our channel if you would like it, and stick with us while we do this learning process. So it's nice to meet you all. I will start this in just a second. Here's a quick 360 view of my floral studio. As you come in the door, you'll see where we have cement items, wind chimes, sympathy items, our plants, our spare cooler, our sympathy plants and house plants. That's actually where it attaches to the house. And then you have my workstation over here. That is where we are going to start pressing flowers. This is my heat transfer machine because I do t-shirts. My drying station for all the extra flowers that we dry, and then we use them when we decorate pumpkins in the fall. My workstation, this is where I create the faux and fresh flowers. My desk, which is covered in an order at the moment. And there, if you look out the windows, you'll get a glimpse of the flower patch. This table right here is empty because that's where all my flowers go when I get ready to start arranging. They are kept in a cooler upstairs. This is a peek at the flower patch. And that cat is Amber. And that's part of our vegetable garden.